What's up, everybody? Peter the Leader. So last night, my fiance and I, we went to Staples Center for WWE Monday Night Raw. Boy, was it something. Something I've never seen at a wrestling show before. I'm sure a lot of you saw the headlines. The Rock, after Monday Night Raw, calling CM Punk on his cell phone in front of everybody. So I want to talk to you guys about that because YouTube took down my video that I posted of my cell phone recording that whole fiasco. WWE claimed the copyright on that video and had it removed after it got like 3,000 views. I think when I woke up this morning, it was at 3,000. People are still going to know it happened, WWE. I'm just telling you right now. They know. We're not stupid. So I just want to explain to you guys, from my point of view, how things went down. The Rock came out before Raw went on air, and he addressed the crowd. And I was surprised because a lot of people around me didn't even know he was going to show up. And they heard his music and they went crazy. But he had left a video on his Instagram, Twitter, saying how he was going to be at Monday Night Raw. And they were going to be filming his movie, Fighting with My Family, about Paige at Staples Center after Raw goes off the air. So he basically broke it down for the audience, told them not to go home after. And then Vince came out as Rock was leaving, which was really cool to hear his music again. And him to come out, and he told The Rock, "You're fired," as a joke, because The Rock was doing some like catchphrases from other wrestlers too and his own. He ended it with his own just to as a sign off as he went to the back. In the middle of the show, when Stephanie and Bayley were confronting each other, the crowd, started chanting CM Punk. By the way, yes, I watch wrestling. I'm 31, so fuck you if you have anything to say about that. Yeah, we know it's not real, okay? But the injuries are real. And Seth Rollins, we weren't able to see you because of that injury. We really wanted to see our half Armenian brother. We haven't seen him since WrestleMania 31. Back to what I was saying, the CM Punk chant started, and I'm like, oh shit. How are they going to do this filming after Raw with the CM Punk chants, because they're going to film the finale of the movie at Staples Center, which was AJ Lee versus Paige for the first time for the Divas Championship back then. I think it was the night after WrestleMania 31, actually, which is the last WrestleMania that we went to. I'm like, oh my God, there's going to be some problems. We're going to be there a whole night if they're going to have to do this, keep retaking, all that stuff with the CM Punk chants. It was just awkward, man, being at Raw. So the show ends and The Rock comes out. He's like, hey guys, thanks for sticking around. The camera crew's gonna get ready in the meantime. And then one of the fans yells out, when are we getting paid? And then The Rock's like, oh, good question. He goes, here's the word I'm looking for, never. He goes, you're never getting paid, Basically, that's what a lot of people were thinking too. Like, we didn't sign any waivers or saying that it's okay for us to be filmed for a movie or anything like that, right? But I think The Rock kind of made it so that basically saying, okay, if you're sticking around, you know by now we're filming. If you don't want to be here, you don't want to be in the movie, then just leave. Nobody's forcing you, right? But he didn't say it like that. Nobody said it like that. Obviously, they want it to look full for the filming. So he's explaining to us what's going to happen. He's like, we're going to get the boring stuff out of the way first. We're going to do voiceover stuff. We are going to film the crowd and some chants and some boos and Paige chants and some pops for like big moves, little moves. And then he's like, the first one, we need you guys to be quiet. And then people were like, nobody was quiet. People started chanting CM Punk. And then The Rock looked at the director. He's like, oh, no, that's not going to work here in LA. They're not going to be silent. They're not going to be quiet. Let's go on. Let's try something different. Anyways, at one point, the CM Punk chants started taking over early on. And The Rock was like, all right. He's like, I know somebody told me in the back, you guys might start chanting for CM Punk when I mention that AJ Lee is going to come out. And that's what happened. People started chanting CM Punk, right? He takes out his cell phone and he's like, you know what? I'm going to call CM Punk. And people were like, no, he's not really going to call him. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, he will, because that's the type of person Rock is. He feeds off of what you give to him. So he works with that, with the audience in person. He's very into the fans, and You know, that's his character. That's him in real life too. He loves the interaction with the fans, with the live audience. It's something you don't get when you're doing a movie, right? I'm like, oh shit, he's really calling him. I can't believe we're gonna hear CM Punk's. If we hear CM Punk's voice in a WWE at a WWE event right now, you know, with Vince in the back, God knows what the hell he was doing in the back. So it goes to voicemail, like people were saying, like were predicting in the audience. They were like, it's gonna go to voicemail. It better not go to voicemail. You got to pick up the Rock's call, you know. So you got some of those guys putting their 2 cents. So it does go to voicemail, but the Rock's like, I'm gonna leave a voicemail. So he goes, hey, CM Punk, it's the Rock. Hey, you're not going to believe this. I'm at Staples Center. 15,000 fans here, and they're chanting your name. And he lifts up the phone in the air, and everybody's going, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. And then he hangs up the phone. And then we go do a couple other recordings. And then he looks at his phone again whenever CM Punk starts again. CM Punk chant starts again. And then he goes, all right, I'm going to FaceTime him this time. And he starts FaceTiming him, and then the Wi-Fi is not good in the arena. He's like, oh, there's shitty Wi-Fi here. That didn't work out. And then he's like, I'll try again later. Corner of my eye, I didn't get this on video. A referee runs to the ring, like as if he's running into the ring to count 1, 2, 3 on an injured referee, you know? And he goes up on the apron, and he goes to the Rock. He's like, I'm like, oh shit, Vince sent this dude out right now to tell The Rock, hey, shut the fuck up with CM Punk stuff. Enough. Don't try to call him back. Don't pick up if you call him back. That's the message he was sending The Rock right then and there. And after that, even if there were some little CM Punk chants, he would ignore it. And at that point, he left the ring because they were going to bring out the actresses and the stunt woman. They did the whole entrances, and he just told us to be real and react like you would back then. And the AJ Lee actress, stunt woman, wrestler, she sounded and acted just like AJ Lee. If you close your eyes and you just heard her speak, it was spot on, man. And then the Paige girl came out and she did her thing. And then it was so funny because they were doing these bumps, and with the real Paige actress, I don't know who's playing her. She would like lay down in the ring like as if something happened to her, but nothing really happened. And then the crowd would start chanting, holy shit, as if like we didn't even know what happened, but we were just doing it. It just turned into this funny thing like that you were a part of. And after that, people started leaving, and it was just taking so long because, you know, if you're not getting paid to be there and to be in a movie, like, why would you stick around? Like, why don't you just give people like free movie tickets or something, like just for their time? You know what I mean? That's what would have been the right thing to do. Something to go home with, other than making people stay just to stay, you know, just to be a part of your movie that you're gonna make all this money on, you know. And people were drunk and tired from watching 3 hours of wrestling. You know what I mean? Plus, on top of that, another hour. I think we stayed another hour after. They did it at least 3 times. They did one with the actress that's doing all the speaking and stuff. That's gonna be Paige in the movie. And then they did a full match with an indie wrestler. I don't know who she is. Some people in the crowd recognize her, but I personally don't know who she is. I'm sure she's great, but she was the stunt double for Paige. And they actually did the real bumps and stuff. And then it was funny. I forgot to mention we were doing "You Deserve It" chants when Paige won the belt, and then there were like NXT chants because she came from NXT. She debuted from NXT at that time. It was really funny and awkward and weird, and that whole CM Punk thing, I made sure I had that filmed on my camera. After the third time they were gonna film, they said, "Oh, this time we're gonna film the match, but with steady cams and close-up shots." And then by that time, everybody was just leaving. They're like, "Fuck this shit," and they were just heading to the cars at that point. And that's when we left too. So I went home, and after reviewing all the videos that I had recorded on my phone, I'm like, "What should I upload? Let me upload something." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, the CM Punk thing for sure has to go up first, right?" I upload the whole CM Punk segment of The Rock calling CM Punk on his phone. and I wake up in the morning and I see it has like 3,500 views, 3,500 views, which is pretty cool for that. You know that video is gonna get a lot of views when it goes to the thousands that quick, you know, within a day. And sure enough, WWE copyright claim against that video, and it's not up there anymore. And that is the reason why I wanted to make this video. You ain't copywriting this shit, because I am speaking my mind. No copyright. This is my office behind me. There might be copyrighted figures and whatnot behind me, but whatever. Okay, McMahon. So I don't usually do videos like this where I'm just speaking to the camera and what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll do it more often. Who knows? And that's a scary thought. Right, PewDiePie? So yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If you were at the show, what your perspective was. I was sitting third row, ringside in section 2. It wasn't the best view. The freaking post was like right in the middle of your view when you were trying to look at what's going on in the ring. I like more in the center. I'm going to look for more center areas next time. Section 1 center, you know, section 3, which is a section right to the left of us. Section 2 was a little to the corner, you know what I mean? That's about it. I can't think of anything. I did this video that you're watching right now a couple times because the mic wasn't recording at one point. Something was going on technically. So I did this a couple times. That's why my voice is getting a little raspy. So I've been talking a lot. But yeah, subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Peace.